Welcome to the Country Music Rocks podcast. I'm Danny Dwyer.
And I'm Julia Courier.
And boy, what a weekend in Nashville.
Such a great weekend.
Woo. First of all, thank you for making the trip all the way.
Absolutely. I would not have missed it.
You and your husband, John, man, it was just such an honor to have you guys there with me for the night. It was truly a great moment. We're going to get into that in just a bit. But we have a lot to talk about Nashville.
So much, yep.
It's definitely one of our favorite cities to visit.
Mm-hmm.
We actually had a chance to kind of hang out together.
We did, yeah.
It was cool. We had our moments like, okay, we're going to go do this, and you guys were going to go do stuff.
Yep.
And I thought that was actually kind of cool because we both got to see some friends that were in town, some mutual friends that were in town. We're going to talk about that.
Yep.
During the Opry show, we had somebody show up that was quite surprising to me. I was like, saw her in the crowd. I'm like, wow, that's cool.
Was very cool.
It was very cool.
Love that.
So, ladies first. Let's start. How was the weekend for you overall?
Overall, fantastic. I wish I could go back and relive it. Honestly, it was so good. But honestly, I mean, it was really about you. And it was such a great moment watching you. Basically, I felt like the weekend was kind of like a Super Bowl in a way. And you getting behind that podium was kind of like the Vince Lombardi trophy for you.
Yeah.
You know, it was just, I don't know, it was just such a moment. It was
Thanks.
so...
You're giving me goosebumps talking about it again.
I felt like it was so weird because like we pulled into that back parking lot and going into the artist entrance and, you know, just watching you and your family walk through those doors. It was just, it was crazy. It's crazy how much emotion comes out of that building.
It really is. And it's funny, like even now we're just talking about like I'm getting goosebumps again just thinking about that because like us getting out of the car and looking at the entrance that not everyone gets to experience was one of those moments. And I noticed that I saw you tearing up. I saw my wife tearing up. My son was tearing up.
Yeah.
It was
Before
one of those
we even
moments.
entered the building, we were all tearing up.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to lie, I was pretty nervous about it. But it was, you're right. It was like almost like Thursday we took off, we landed. Friday was like media day. We checked in, we did all this stuff. And then Saturday was the game. And like yesterday, I finally got a chance to let my nerves calm down a little bit. And man, it was just, I look back and I'm with you. It went way too fast.
It did.
And we've been to Nashville together a couple times for different
Many
things.
times, yeah.
CRS and CRS were there for 4 or 5 days. And it seems like a month.
Right.
This time, it felt like it was only one day. It went by so fast.
It really did. It was kind of like, even friends of ours were like, do you want to change your flight? You want to stay one more day? And it's like you always want to stay one more day.
Yeah, of course.
So then you never leave. So
let's talk about the experience that we got to do separately. You have some friends that live in the area.
We do.
Very cool. And I was so excited that you guys got to a chance to reconnect with them, which was awesome. You guys had a chance to go like do some things. So I want to hear more about it.
So we got to see some sights.
Yeah.
We actually got to see it from a totally different perspective from the air. Elite Rotocraft took us up in the air and got to see some things, and that was really cool. We did that. We went for a nice dinner with them. We went down to the Detroit Cowboy restaurant.
Wait, that's Kid Rock's place.
It is Kid Rock's place.
Okay, now.
And interestingly enough, so it's really cool. The decor and everything is great. I mean, his touch is all over it. There's pictures of him. There's memorabilia. Cool. There's, artwork. It's just really, really cool, first off. And they set us in this room, and there was this door behind us that said private, and it had a keypad on it. You know, it's kind of like, okay, whatever. You kind of like, is that part even of the restaurant or whatnot? But then you see, waiters going back and forth, delivering food, delivering drinks, bringing in the big dessert cart with all the cakes and everything is going back there. And it's kind of like, what is going on?
Yeah.
But, we had our dinner. Food is fantastic. So if anybody's looking to have something a little bit different while you're in Nashville, great steaks. I had steak and lobster. It was fantastic.
Oh, my gosh. It sounds so good right now.
The food was really, really good.
And moderately priced, overpriced. I mean...
You're going there to have a really good dinner.
Yeah, so it's not going to be a McDonald's.
No,
definitely not.
You can't get a burger or anything like that there. The only thing, you can get truffle fries. So you get, they're elevated fries.
Sure.
So that's the only kind of smaller type thing.
There's no kids meals.
There's no kids meals or anything like that. But, you're going to get a delicious meal. The desserts are amazing.
Phenomenal.
They're so good. But
I bet.
All of a sudden... that door opens, and the man himself, Kid Rock, was literally standing behind our table when he walked out the door, and it was like, oh, hey.
Hi.
Yeah.
I love that about Nashville. We've always said that. You never know who you're going to bump into.
You really don't. But prior to that, because there was another table that was sat off to the other side of us, big long table, and who walks in but Big Kenny from Big and Rich.
Oh my gosh.
He was there for dinner with a bunch of friends, and so Kid came out and he went over and said hi to our table and then went over and talked to Big Kenny, and
that's amazing.
But then after that, one of the band that was playing, I don't think they were a house band. I think they were just a band that was coming in for the night. They were playing, and then all of a sudden Kid went up and
that's cool.
Joined in with them for a few, and then literally sat in a booth at his restaurant and had some drinks and was watching the band.
That's great.
Yeah,
I love that.
It was very cool.
It reminds me of Eric Church, because when he opened his bar, he went the very first night, which of course they all do. Lainey did for hers, Morgan did for his.
Yeah.
Luke did his for Category 10, which we did see. We didn't get inside because the line was so long.
Yeah.
But it was like 7 levels high, so each level's a different thing, right?
Yeah.
It was really cool. But I've always said that about Nashville. You never know who you're going to bump into, and it could be one of the biggest stars in the world.
Right.
It could just be somebody, a music director. It could be somebody who flies helicopters like your friends do.
Exactly. Yeah.
Having dinner for the first time there, enjoying it. So that's really cool.
It was really cool, and I've heard he hangs out there a lot. He really loves.
Yeah.
He loves the music. He loves the bands they bring in, and he likes to just kind of walk around and say hey.
Eric did that, like I said, for the very first night at his bar, which is expected, like we said. He even bartended for a little while. People were freaking out because he got behind the bar and he was pouring drinks. I don't know if he was going crazy like some like cocktail movie Tom Cruise type of thing, but still, that's to have Eric Church serve you an ice cold beer, pretty cool.
That would be cool.
And then he showed up a couple weeks ago, just randomly out of the blue. There he is. People are like, I saw TikToks and videos. People are just freaking out.
Oh, I bet they are.
Yeah. And like I said, you just never know who's going to show up.
No.
We have a very close mutual friend, Kelsey McDaniel. They did a girls' weekend trip to Nashville, and they were just done for the night, partying on Broadway, having a great time. They're like, okay, we're not going to get any food on Broadway. Let's go somewhere else.
Yeah.
They go to a Taco Bell, over off of 12th Avenue and Grand somewhere over there. And they order a whole meal. They turn around, and who's in line behind them? In line, not waiting, Russell Dickerson.
Oh, no kidding.
Oh, yeah. He bought a $5 box to go.
That's awesome. That's funny.
It's it's so cool.
You really don't. And when that happens, it totally elevates your experience.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Because you're the surprise at the moment, you don't know what to do. Do I bother him while he's eating a taco or a burrito supreme?
Exactly.
Like you said, you had steak and lobster. Kid came over. Hey, hello, welcome to the restaurant.
Didn't make a big deal about it, but it was kind of nice.
Yeah.
It made it fun. It made it memorable.
For sure.
Yeah.
We went to Morgan Wallen's place because the kids are all huge Morgan Wallen fans.
You got to do it.
We do. I didn't realize how many floors were in that building.
There's a lot.
7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you climb all of them?
We did.
Get up to the top?
It was insane. Okay. So I will break it down by level. So the first floor is where you welcome in, you walk through the door. Hey, where's the restaurant? Level 3. So, okay, great. But level 1 is kind of a small ramp up with a dance floor in the middle and a DJ. Level 2 is more like an overview of that first floor of the dance floor. And when we got there, it was 9:30, 9:45. It wasn't too busy.
Yeah.
A little late for dinner, but we'd flown all day.
Yeah.
So it was one of those things.
Yeah.
So we go to level 3. We're enjoying dinner. Some people are walking around. Same thing. The decor there is incredible. Morgan's put his own touch on it.
Yes. Yep.
Everything he's ever wanted. The football, as if you're a football fan, for Tennessee, they had Tennessee football helmets.
Oh,
he had his jersey in there. Pictures of him and Peyton Manning were in there.
Neat.
And then you go to the next level, which is 4, which was another dance floor in a walk-around area. 5 was a standing platform view that you could look down on 4. 5 also included this really cool custom speakeasy bar.
Oh, okay.
That you can go into. It was kind of quiet. They had darts in there. Very classy. It was very classy. Very cool.
Yeah.
Just like you said, a private room for really good friends. I'm sure Morgan would hang out there. That would be his spot.
Yes.
Knowing that he can't now. And then 6 was another kind of semi-floor to just walk around to get to 7, which was the outdoor floor for the rooftop. And it was funny because I posted, I promised not to throw any chairs from onto Broadway.
Yeah. I mean, how could you not?
And I noticed the first person was you and your husband, John, going, probably not a good idea.
Well, no, I mean, but it's true.
It's crossed everybody's mind that was there,
totally
for sure. Yeah. So that was our fun for Thursday night, and then we got done with dinner. It was really late. We ended up walking around Broadway for a while. Total madhouse. And I'm not going to lie, I'm glad we went on a Thursday night instead of a Friday night.
Yeah.
Because Friday night, you're dealing with so much. But I thought it was hysterical because it was my kid's first trip to Nashville. And again, when we go do seminars and different things for country radio, it's a whole different world. We go to a hotel, we stay in that hotel, we run a couple spots. John, your husband, and I have ridden the Lime scooters across town a couple times, almost crashed. You know, we got to be here.
That's why your wife and I take the Ubers, because we want no part of those scooters.
No, you do not.
At all.
Yeah, and you guys arrive classy and clean, and John and I are all dirty from the dirt that's splashing around. It's crazy. But it was one of those moments. The kids had so much fun.
Which is so cool for you as parents to see that excitement.
Yeah, it was. It was really cool. And then we went to Saturday. We went down to the Country Music Hall of Fame. And it is a must do for everybody.
Yeah.
Like, you cannot not do it. Friday, we took it easy Friday night because we wanted to make sure we knew we were going to the Country Music Friday or Saturday morning. We also knew that we were going to do the Opry on Saturday night, and I didn't want to be worn out and just tired. I wanted to be on my game.
Absolutely.
And so, the Country Music Hall of Fame was so cool to go see, and to see it through my kids' eyes, different story.
Yeah.
My daughter Lexi is a huge Elvis fan, so when she saw
oh really?
Oh yeah, huge. I didn't realize it either how big of a fan she was.
Oh wow.
And so it was really cool to me. So she saw the guitar and his Cadillac inside the Hall of Fame, and he had some of the shoes there that Carl Perkins had wore for blue suede shoes.
Wow.
I gave her the history of him writing the song, but Elvis recorded it. It was just one of those moments to see her joy was so cool.
That's so cool.
And my son Tanner was all about Burt Reynolds smoking the Bandit car that's in there, the Trans Am. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
And I was really excited because Dolly's new theme is there. It was really cool to see.
I bet.
Her stuff. She had this really beautiful guitar from when she was inducted into the Country Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Oh, I bet that was
the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, not country. But she had this. I don't know how she played that guitar. It looked like it weighed 3,000 pounds because it was all jeweled.
I was gonna say it was a jewels.
The dress she was wearing was black and lace, but with spikes in it. It is so cool. So if you are planning your trip to Nashville, it is an absolute must. Please do it. Put it on your bucket list. First thing to do, because you're going to spend 3 hours in there, easy.
Bet. Yeah.
And you and I both have seen you've seen them all over town in Nashville. They're all over the East Coast. The Hatch Show Company,
the Hatch
Show Print Company. Yeah. They print all those special old time posters.
That is neat.
It's really cool to see, and they had some great ones in there. In fact, I was like, where can we put this on the podcast?
Right.
It would look really fun. So so we had a great time at the Country Music Hall of Fame. We didn't get to do everything that we wanted to because there is so much.
There's so much to do. Yeah. I actually have a confession to make. I've never been to the Country Music Hall of Fame.
You've walked through it, though. You've seen the walls.
Yes, I've seen the walls, but I've never did the tour.
Oh, yeah.
If you can believe it. I haven't done that yet.
Okay, well, we're going to make this happen because
I definitely need to.
It truly is an experience. And then right down the road, just across, like a block and a half away, is the Johnny Cash Museum.
I've done that.
That's pretty impressive, too. And to see his guitars and his handwritten notes, his Bible, his rings that he wore. If you are a true country music artist and a true country music fan that you love that kind of memorabilia, then it'll give you goosebumps just going to those two places because those are two of my favorite places to go every time. I mean,
absolutely.
I will see something different every time I go.
Yep.
Like this time it was, and it runs through June of 26. So if you are going to Music City and you want to run by the Country Music Hall of Fame, Lainey Wilson has her brand new exhibit that's there. And it was the cutest thing from her time starting when she was like in school. She told her teacher she wanted to be a singer. And there was a handwritten note to the teacher.
I love that.
I don't want to give too much of a away for that. But there was a really cool thing of like her first day in Nashville and who she met. She met an artist in Nashville. And he said, "Oh, stick around, kid. You're going to do some fun things." Look where she's at now, right?
She's definitely doing some fun things.
The exhibit is so big for her.
Really?
I couldn't believe they must have delivered 2 truckfuls of things for her. So hats, all the stuff. I don't want to spoil it, but you definitely have it. You have till June of 26 to the Country Music Hall of Fame right there in Demembre. It's amazing.
I need to do it. I can't believe I haven't done it yet. So I definitely need to.
We got to make that happen.
Exactly.
Let's
got to go back.
Yeah. Well, hey, no excuse. Check that off the box.
Exactly.
Let's talk about the food that we experienced this time.
Some good food.
We did.
Really good food.
Went to one of our favorite restaurants on 12th Avenue South.
Yes. We cannot go to we can't go to Nashville without going to 12 South.
Yeah.
And we always have to make sure we go to Bar Taco.
Yes.
Fun place. And that's another place you never know who you're going to run into.
You just don't. We have been there multiple times. We ran into Matthew Ramsey of Old Dominion.
Yes.
Last time you guys were there, Shay from Dan and Shay was there. Yeah, you just, again, it's one of those moments like you just never know who you're going to run. I've heard that it's Thomas Rhett's favorite restaurant.
I was just going to say that the first time that we went, him and his wife and some friends, they were sitting outside. They were just getting ready to leave, and we were just walking in. But yeah, they were there.
Yeah, it was probably you that told me that, so I've held on to that memory forever. But it is, and now it was funny because when we were walking, I was talking to Julia about this. When we walk through the streets of 12th Avenue South, a lot has changed, but also a lot of people have now got the word that's the hot spot in town.
Oh. Yes.
So, yeah. So if you're thinking of going there on a Friday night or a Saturday night to see an artist, don't do it.
No.
You're not going to see them there.
For sure.
Yeah,
maybe
definitely.
like lunchtime, I think, is probably like a good time, or like that 2 o'clock time.
Now we just gave the secret, so everyone's like,
I know. But Bar Taco is definitely a must.
It is a stop.
Great margaritas.
For sure.
Really good street tacos.
Yes. Pancake Pantry, another great place for breakfast.
Okay.
Super fantastic. We drove right past it. It was one right down the street from our place, and I could smell the bacon in the morning. I was like, oh my God, I got to go.
Yeah.
Because it was so good. But we enjoyed that. One of your favorites, we went to Dunkin' Donuts.
Gotta have Dunkin' Donuts.
We don't have it here.
I know.
It stinks.
It's such a bummer. I mean, I grew up on that, so it's kind of whenever I can.
Is it a
Donuts.
Boston thing?
It's definitely an East Coast thing, for sure.
Yeah.
But I think it is pretty huge in Massachusetts because there's literally one on every corner, kind of like Starbucks here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I thought it was interesting because we walked in and there was no line at this one, but then we drove, like you said, on the Starbucks every corner.
Yeah.
We drove like another 2 miles away and there was another one. I was like, oh, okay, that's how it works.
Exactly.
So I felt special that I was right down the street from one.
There you go. Another fun coffee, speaking of coffee, on 12 South is La La Land Coffee. You guys drove by it, right?
We did. And we saw the line was forever.
It was forever.
Super popular.
It's very popular. I experienced it when I went to Dallas a few months ago, and I was like, oh my gosh, this place is so good. I came home, told my husband all about it. I'm like, we've got to go. Last time we went to Nashville, they were opening La La Land, but it wasn't open yet. So when we went this time, I was like, we got to go. We get there, and he's like, oh my gosh. I mean, because the line was like almost out the door. Great sport. We waited.
Yeah.
We had a great, it was good. It
good
was definitely,
husband. He hung on the side of you.
But then I was like, I wanted to bring back, because the people we were staying with, Michael loves chocolate chip cookies. So I was like, I want to get him a chocolate chip cookie from La La Land, but I can't get it now because it'll melt. So,
right. Or your husband would end up eating it.
Yeah, one of the two. It wouldn't make it back. So
he's definitely a dessert guy.
Yeah. So we ended up. He was like, okay, well, you go up there. I'll meet you up there. I'll go get the car. I'll meet you up there. Little did I know, and here's a tip. I could have ordered in the app, which I did end up doing while I was standing in line for the second time.
Okay.
I ordered in the app, and I had it like that.
Oh, good.
Yeah, super
nice.
quick.
So what is their big specialty? What was it? Just the coffee?
Their coffee is just really good. They claim, or they say, it's actually called the world's best vanilla latte.
Ooh.
So they do make that claim.
That's a bold statement.
It is a very bold statement.
For some bold coffee.
But it was very good.
Okay, good. That will be on my bucket list next time because the line was too long. I was starving.
It was a long line.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
And of course, the big night, Friday or Saturday night at the Opry.
Yeah.
Again, I don't even know where to start because I'm still reliving the moments in my head. I'm like thinking I forgot something.
You did such a great job.
Thank you.
You really did. Your whole speech was fantastic. I loved how you brought the history of the Opry into your speech. It was just everything about it was fantastic. I mean, you could just tell how much it meant to you.
Oh yeah,
and just watching your family watch you, it was pretty magical.
Yeah, I will be honest that when you look out in the crowd, the lights are in your face. So I really didn't see anybody. I just could hear people, and that was the main thing. Because one of my friends,
it might almost be better not seeing everybody.
It is at a point, but I like to be able to read people's faces.
Sure,
like I could say,
"Oh,
am I talking too long, or is this joke gonna go off?" And not like I was going there to do jokes, but I had some funny moments
You did.
about my mom.
Yeah.
And if anybody loves any music from Johnny Lee or Eddie Rabbitt and Kenny Rogers, my mom was the woman who loved a guy with a hairy chest and a gold chain in country music in the 70s.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, that's what we grew up on. So it gave me a huge relief when I said that, and a lot of the ladies in the crowd laughed and they were giggling. In fact, one of the ladies outside said to me, she goes, I used to listen to Kenny Rogers just like your mom did.
Aww,
and I was like,
sweet.
okay, good. I'm glad. I'm glad. It was really cool. Yeah, it was quite the moment. I was really nervous. I actually went on Friday night for a quick run through.
Right.
And this is something that's very special because it's the 100th Opry celebration, and they're only going to have, like, I believe 100 people come and do this special guest MC thing. Okay. So I was one of 100, which is really cool and very fortunate, and something I will cherish for the rest of my life. But I didn't want to take anything away from my friend Shannon Steele, who was doing it the night before.
Right.
But when you go to the Grand Ole Opry, as an Opry member, they can just show up anytime. And they can just hang out backstage. They don't have to have an invitation. They just do whatever they want. And that's exactly what happened. I was not ready for Kix Brooks to come walking through the door.
When you texted me and said that, you're like, look who's here. And that was pretty cool.
I was shocked. And I said hello to him. And again, my friend Shannon was doing his night on Friday night, so we didn't want to take anything away from him. It was very special for him. He was sharing his excitement with me and stuff. In fact, he actually got so excited that he forgot to thank his wife and his family and everyone else. And so that stuck in my head. I'm like, don't forget to say thank you to your friends and to all the fans here in the PNW, because I want them to share the experience that we did.
For sure.
And I know it was a special moment for you too. I mean, walking around, seeing the history in those hallways.
It's like no other. I mean, like I said, we were tearing up before even getting into the building. Yeah. And then there's just something about the Opry. It's just so special. Yeah. And just everybody that's there putting everything on and making sure everything, goes according to plan. It's crazy because, like, when you're backstage at a concert, and I understand that it's just a one night thing, it's chaos.
It was pandemonium.
Everybody's running around, but I feel like at the Opry, you're not seeing all that. Like it's just such a well-oiled machine, and they have their people at the places they need to be, and they're letting everybody else do their thing. And I thought that was really cool.
Very smooth.
Yes, very smooth.
Smooth as can be. And that's what made me feel at ease a little bit more, because I was really kind of getting nervous. No. Yeah. I got there a little early, so we could all hang out and kind of get our pictures there and do some things. And we'll share those pictures and the videos with you. They're on my social media pages, on Country Music Rocks, our own page. We'll show some here on the podcast as well, so you can see them. But it was one of those moments, like, and then all of a sudden, here comes one of the biggest Opry members of our lifetime, Vince Gill.
I know.
He just walks in with his guitar, just him.
Just him carrying his own guitar.
Saying hi to everybody. Just like, whatever. And I have to tell this story because I thought it was so special the way he told it. And I'll see if there's an actual rerun of the show that we can go find to watch his story about it. But the great Roy Acuff always had Opry room number one. There's 18 different dressing rooms. He was always number one. And the story that Vince told us that was so cool was that the first thing he learned from Roy Acuff was to never shut your door at the Opry and always greet people who want to come by and say hello. So from that day on, Vince Gill has never shut his door, and anybody that walks past can certainly come in. And I will not lie to you, 100%. We walked by on Friday night. I was too nervous to say anything to him because I was fanboying out. And I'm like, oh my God, it's Vince Gill. Like one of the Eagles, one of the greatest singers of all time is right there. Saturday night, I'm like, all right, we're going to do this. So I literally just walked and peeked my head around the corner. He was like, hey, how's it going? I'm like, it's great, Vince. How are you? He's like, good. He's like, what's going on? I'm like, I'm just here to guest MC for the night. He's like, oh, I can't wait. It's going to be great. Just a normal conversation.
So down to earth, so humble.
This is how nervous I was. So you're going to laugh. I think you know where I'm going with this. I introduced him to my wife, my daughter, my son, my future son-in-law, to you. Y'all got pictures with them?
Yep.
I forgot to take a picture with him.
I know. I'm so bummed for you. I know.
I was like, I know I had a picture somewhere. No, I didn't get it. I was too nervous. But it was really cool. I do have a funny story to tell you this side of it. I have a guitar from him that I got years and years ago from my very first radio job when I worked in Southern California. And we won it. We auctioned it off, and it was great. And so I won it. And it's signed from Vince Gill. And in that guitar case is his beautiful Epiphone guitar that I've never touched. It's like a sunburst orange. And a pick that I got from Johnny Cash when I introduced Johnny Cash one time. And I told that to Vince. And he goes, you have a pick from Johnny Cash? I go, yeah. He goes, I don't even have that.
Wow.
And I was like, really? He's like, no. He's like, you better never lose it. And I said, trust me, it's in the guitar with your case. And he's like, have you ever played it? I go, no, I don't want to ruin it. He goes, play the damn thing.
Well, I mean, if Vince says to play it.
I guess. Yeah. I mean, I'll have to make another trip to go get a signature again someday.
There
but
you go.
That was
get a photo, too.
Yeah, it was really one of the coolest moments. And when that happened, at that point, I knew whatever's going to happen is going to happen.
Exactly.
So it was great. I got to meet one of my heroes, Mike Terry, who does Sirius XM radio. He does Prime Country on the weekends.
He does, yeah.
His voice is just one of those voices you love for country music.
Yeah.
I'd hate to hear what that man sounds like when he's sick. He's probably as deep as Trace Atkins.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yes.
My
Good call on
gosh,
that,
what a voice. But it was truly an honor to meet him and get to stand in front of all those people and tell my story. Growing up as a child in Ohio, some summers with my grandparents.
Right.
And then my grandparents and my mom and dad, getting me into country music. It was just something I will still cherish, like I said, for the rest of my life. I'll never forget it. And to have everybody be a part of it. The other fun thing was we told everyone to listen on the app. And so we were having friends text me literally seconds before I was going. I could hear my phone going, zzz, 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 and I was like, oh my gosh, what is going on? And they were like, we're listening. And I'm like, okay, great. I got to go.
Yeah, I got things to do.
Yeah. So it was cool. And then a couple of other friends that were here back were like, we heard it. It was amazing. So cool. And it's fun to listen to the radio that way. It was great. What was your moment that you take away that you loved so much?
Oh, man. I don't know. It was just such a almost overwhelming night, obviously because of you getting to be able to be out there on stage, getting to go back there and see the circle,
right?
And just kind of be around it, because I didn't want to step on it. I didn't, I felt like that's not my place to step on. I don't think anybody actually in our group we didn't step on it, just because we just felt like that's not our place.
No,
but so much respect for it.
Yeah. I put my toes, my pinky toe right on the edge.
Yeah.
I'm like, I have to touch. I actually kissed it.
Yes,
I kissed it because I wasn't going to let that moment pass. But I did not feel, like you said, it was my part to step into that circle.
Right.
I wish I had the talent to sing and play guitar like Vince Gill. But at that moment, I was like, I don't want to ruin that for myself or for my family. I want it to be special for those moments.
But then just hearing, Martina McBride was one of the artists, and, just growing up with all her songs and stuff. And I remember I saw her walk through the hallway, and she's just the cutest thing.
She is.
And so sweet. She had her little dog with her, and she was carrying.
Yeah.
Seeing her and just, and Vince, being able to meet Vince Gill. I mean, my gosh.
Yeah.
It's Vince Gill.
Yeah, life-changing moment right there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then, I've heard him perform several times, but there was just something different about that night.
Yeah, it was. There were some great artists that night. We had, this was a really wild moment. Mandy Barnett was supposed to be the guest on the show that night. She came down sick. So T. Graham Brown came in. There's a story behind T. Graham Brown with my family.
Yes.
Is my wife, her father, who we just lost, his favorite artist was T. Graham Brown. So when we checked in and I saw his name on the playlist, I didn't originally know that.
Right.
And it kind of shell-shocked me for a second. I was like, oh my gosh. And when my wife, Kimmy, saw him.
I know.
You both had a moment. And I mean, it was really
taken aback, but in the best way ever.
It was cool to see. Very cool to see. And then, so at that, we looked at each other and like, this is just meant to be. Like dad's enjoying this show from above.
He was there
with my parents and my grandparents. It was really awesome.
Yeah.
And, he was the kindest man.
Yeah.
So kind. Like, I love what he said to you. He's like, he met everybody. My daughter, my son, my wife, Kimmy. We told the whole story. He was such a gracious man.
I love that he spent so much time with you guys.
He did.
Yeah.
And I love, he's like, he just called Kimmy darling. Yeah. And it was the way they say it in the South. It's so damn cool.
It is.
It really was. And then he looked at you and he's like, those big eyes.
Yeah.
And, and you were like, you got red. Yeah. And I was laughing. I was cracking up. And I'm like, this is just awesome.
Yeah.
But he graciously agreed to join Julie and I on the podcast.
Yes.
And we're going to work this out pretty quickly because he was really excited.
He was super excited. And I feel like there's so many stories with him and so much history there. And I think that's going to be a fun one for sure.
One of the moments that really touched my wife was the fact that he has so many songs to choose from. But he asked my wife, Kimmy, what was your dad's favorite song? And she told him it was called Eyes Wide Open. And he looked at her and almost started crying. He's like, do you want to know a true story? She's like, yes, please. He says, no one in the history of T. Graham Brown has ever told me that is their favorite song. You are the first person to ever say that to me. She literally lost it.
I bet. Yeah.
So it was a really cool moment. But also on the show was Peyton Smith, a very talented guitarist.
Oh, so talented. Yeah.
Wow. And a performance that he put on as a tribute to Brett James, who we lost.
Yeah.
One of Nashville's greatest songwriters.
I know. And, shout out to Peyton for taking one of his songs, because you don't get much time up there. I mean, they're...
3 songs.
Yeah, and he used one of his songs to do it as a tribute to Brett James, and I just thought he did I Hold On, which Dierks Bentley ended up recording. He did such a great job with that, and it was just so touching and so endearing. His performance overall was fantastic. His album had just dropped the day before, so that was a great moment for him all around.
Yeah, it's called The Bridge. Go check it out. There's some great songs on there.
There really is.
The other thing that I thought was really, really cool was just the artist was Tennille Arts, Ingrid Andress.
Yes.
She really came out, knocked it out of the park.
She totally did.
She sang so good. I mean, everybody does. There's but there's moments when you have, and that was one of those moments you got a standing ovation.
Yes.
Which was cool. And then later on, it was Martina McBride, Vince Gill, and Don Schlitz, I think it is, or Don Schultz. I think it's Don Schultz.
Yeah. How
Another
cool was
amazing songwriter.
Yes.
And Julie and I will both attest that we are songwriter fans all the way through and through. He wrote the song The Gambler. He wrote the song for Alison Krauss.
When you say nothing at all.
Yes.
Yeah, he actually started with that, and it was just like, whoa.
The whole crowd just immediately silenced.
Yes.
The funny thing was we thought he was a comedian at first.
I didn't know what was going on.
I didn't either. And he was hysterical.
Yeah.
So we're going to also try and get him on the podcast along with Peyton Smith to talk about as a new artist. And they've all agreed to say, we want to be with you guys. We want to join you and have a little fun. So we're looking forward to that. But yeah, I mean, overall... Man, it was just one of those magical nights, and I can't thank you both enough, you and your husband, for coming with us.
Like I said, we wouldn't have missed it. I'm glad that you included us in it, that we were able to experience that with you. It was literally pure magic.
Yeah. Julie and I took some photos backstage. We will definitely share them with you. In fact, we're going to figure out where we're going to put them on a side page somewhere that you guys can go look at them, because we did have fun. We were like little kids running backstage.
Yeah, definitely took advantage of some photo ops for sure.
Oh, of course, we had to. John, her husband, is an amazing photographer, one of the best, I'd say, anywhere in the world that I've seen before. He was like so cautious, like, careful how you open this door. You could get hit. I want you over here. Like, professionalism at its finest.
You got the shot that you were looking for.
Oh, and he got him. And it's going to be awesome. If you haven't seen Julia's page, follow Julia on social medias. Follow me on social media. Give your shout out for your social pages.
So Country Music Rocks. We are on Facebook, Instagram. All the platforms.
Yep, all of them together, and then we'll share those pictures there.
I can't remember all of the threads. What else is there? X now. I can't call it X. I still call it Twitter.
I know.
Sorry.
It's so weird. It's strange. And then, of course, I'm super confusing as always, so I have 2 Facebook pages, Danny Dwyer and then DJ Danny Dwyer.
Yeah. Need to figure this out, which one you should go with.
I know. It's hard because the first one was a personal one and the second was another thing, so it's difficult.
Yeah.
But
we'll get it figured out.
Instagram. But we will definitely post everything up on Country Music Rocks so you can see Julie and I and all of our fun that we had, because we definitely had a great time.
We always do, but this time was special.
Yeah. So next time we go back, we're going to have to take you to the Country Hall of Fame.
Yes,
but we definitely have to spend a little time somewhere else.
Yes.
I would like to go visit maybe some other towns, like on the outskirts, like Hendersonville. There's a lot of people that live in their places. Maybe we do a tour where we go see as many stars' homes as we can. Let's try and find them. We just won't give the secrets where they're at.
Yeah, can't do that, but that would be fun. Maybe we can do it by air.
Oh, now we're talking.
Yeah, maybe. I might know somebody.
Yeah, I think you do. Let's get the name of that company one more time.
It's Elite Rotocraft.
Okay.
Yes. I think
Hi, Michael.
Exactly. I think that would be really cool. There's so many areas in Nashville that's not on Broadway.
Right.
Like, honestly, I did not go to Broadway once this time.
Yeah?
I did not go on Broadway once this time.
That's pretty impressive.
I know. And I love Broadway, but I just didn't make it this time.
The thing I love about Nashville, too, is the South. It's there's so much history there.
There really is.
We literally, our condo was right near Vanderbilt Medical Hospital.
Wow. Yeah.
And Belmont University is there as well. But everywhere you go, they have these beautiful almost like historical landmark signs everywhere telling about this church and this part of Vanderbilt and this part of the city. We stayed on Music Row, which was really fun. We stayed right down the street from John Daly's Bar and Grill.
Wow.
And Odie's new place, which is Old Dominion's new place. Yep. The lines to get in that place on Friday night when we drove by were ridiculous.
Oh, I can only imagine. Yeah.
Because everybody kept hoping they had the moment like you guys did with Kid Rock and Big Kenny. They were hoping that John Daly was at the bar drinking with them.
I mean, that's quite possible.
Well, it was. Unfortunately, he was filming somewhere this weekend.
Oh,
so he was not there. We talked to one of the guys, and he's like, no, he's out of town filming this weekend.
Dang it.
So it was a really fun stop. So if you want to take a little vacation to Music City, do it. Don't waste your time. Don't sit and waste your time. Get it done. Go enjoy it because it's pretty crazy. Just know you got to spend at least 3 to 4 days there.
Oh, for sure. To take it all. If you haven't been before, you want to be able to take it all in.
Yeah.
I would say 3 to 4 days for sure.
And the Jack Daniels tour is only 70 miles from Nashville.
We're going to do that.
When my son Tanner saw that, he's like, can we go? I'm like, buddy, if I had an extra 4 hours in my day, I would certainly go do it for sure.
We're a little tight on time this time. But.
Yeah, it went by way too fast, so we were kind of curious about that. But if you have anything that you'd like to know about Nashville, Julie and I will personally tell you our favorite spots and some of our hangouts, restaurants, and we'll be happy to let you know where you might find your next superstar.
Yeah, for sure. Or maybe the fans can share something with us.
Yeah.
We haven't visited before.
Yeah, if you have those ideas, let us know.
We're always down to check out something else, something new.
Yeah, and if it's a fashion design place, definitely let us know because Julia is always first to go.
Please do. Definitely.
Me, I'm into the dive bars. It's all good.
Yeah. Well, best of both worlds.
Yeah, I guess. In fact, one place we did hang out was if you are a fan of the Dukes of Hazzard,
that's right.
Cooter's place was there.
Yeah.
We dropped a little money in that place yesterday. We brought home a bunch of license plates and sweatshirts and T-shirts and hats.
Fun.
But we got to take our picture with the original General Lee, Boss Hogg's car, and Daisy Duke's Jeep.
Very cool.
It was very fun. So,
Talk about some nostalgia right there.
Yeah. I mean, it was really cool. And the kids all grew up on, watching Dukes of Hazzard with us.
Exactly.
And when you walk into that store, it's overwhelming. You're like, you never knew they made so many toys of the General Lee.
Oh, I bet.
Oh, my gosh. And like I said, we dropped a few extra bucks. They could pay the rent for the next month thanks to us.
There you go. Well, I'm sure they're thankful.
Yeah. So, again, if you want to hear more about Nashville, please let us know. If you want some secret spots, let us know. Tell us, please.
Yeah.
Submit your emails to us, Julia at countrymusicrocks.net.
Yep.
Or Danny at countrymusicrocks.net.
Yep.
We'd love to include you in the podcast, and stand by because T. Graham Brown's coming. We got a couple of others. Don Schultz is going to be joining us eventually.
Some things up, so get ready.
Yeah, so get ready. In the meantime, make sure you share this podcast with all your friends. Tell your neighbors, tell your kids to tell their friends, and find us on all the social platforms, wherever it is. Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, YouTube.
iHeart, all of them.
We're everywhere.
Yes.
We want to be everywhere.
Exactly.
And we can't thank you enough for following along this week on the edition of Country Music Rocks Podcast with Danny Dwyer
and Julia Courier.